Thanks for tuning in to Unclogged, a Zoom Drain podcast, where we take an in-depth look at the wins and losses of our niche home service. We're also going to look at best practices on unclogging your business and the pipe dreams that motivate our every move. Are you ready? Let's run it.
Hello, Zoom. Let's podcast, shall we?
Let's do it.
This is Mike Sekach, and he is the National Sales Director.
Yes, I am.
How about that? And a licensed plumber.
Yes, proud licensed plumber in the great state of Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana.
How cool is that to have the job that you have, given the history that you have as well?
This was a dream job for me.
How'd you come here? How did that happen?
So I started in the plumbing trade. I was 17 and a half. I had Don Dews, who was, God rest his soul, a plumber in Fairfield, Ohio, that gave a young kid an opportunity. And if it wasn't for him, I definitely wouldn't be here today. But Spartan Tool came calling after about 12 years in the trade, and this is where I cut my teeth. It's exactly what I started using, and it's a dream position for me. So,
well, let me go backwards a little bit, because a lot of our podcast conversation has been around finding your way into the trade and the mentorship that may have supported you in your development as an apprentice. So tell me a little bit more about your path. Perhaps you could tell us some advice you might give to someone who's exploring a career in the trades.
So for me, this is a great trade to be in. Number one, you can get paid very well. This is something where you don't have to go to college and you can make six figures. It is a very, very rewarding job, right? Plumbing for me has opened a lot of doors. And Ellen, I don't know if you know, but I am actually one of the directors of the International Institute of Sewer and Pipe Cleaning, which we run that in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a 2-day class where we train new technicians, veteran technicians, and we certify them as a drain cleaner. What we really did was took a 4-year apprenticeship and put it into 2 days. 1 day is all classroom, the second day is all hands-on. But, we always tell these up-and-coming plumbers, this is a good trade, it's something to be prideful of. It's something that you don't love, you have to get out of it.
That's so cool. And I love that now your career is morphed into this position with Spartan. You know, my husband, Hot Rod, you know that's my husband? Yeah, you know my husband? Okay. So Hot Rod now works for a manufacturing company and has the opportunity to teach other contractors what he's learned. So it's really cool to see this cycle of education. So I'm so glad you found your way to this position.
It's very rewarding.
Okay, so what do you do at Spartan?
Glorified babysitter.
Oh, stop.
Let me take that back. So
stop that.
No, so I started with Spartan as a territory manager in Ohio. And then I kind of morphed into Kentucky and then Indiana when Eric Boonstra got promoted. Then I got promoted to a coach, a sales coach, and kind of a mentor. And then Eric and I kind of split the country up as East-West sales managers. After that, I got promoted to national sales manager, and last week I got a promotion as the national sales director. So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Eric is moving up as well.
Eric,
I just talked to him.
Yes, Eric is in charge of our operations in Niles, Michigan. But what I do here is I keep everybody happy, kind of like you, Ellen, right? So I have all of my territory managers around the country. We have about 30 of them. And then customer service now reports to me, as well as our field service technicians as well. So my job here is really to keep and maintain that culture that Kevin Walsh has really brought to the table.
Well, I love so much that you're also just this living, breathing example of what a career in the trades could look like.
Yes.
You know, it's not always a straight line, and there's ways to jump around and to keep going up the ladder. So good for you.
Thank you.
Now, I want to brag on our relationship a little bit, because yesterday, for those of you who can see this, you're going to be pretty impressed. If you can't see it, I am holding a golden throne, a toilet statue, a statuette. It is the Spartan Tool Customer of the Year Award, and we were so excited to receive this from you guys.
Well, can we get a round of applause here? Woo! Congratulations, Zoom.
Yo.
2021 Spartan Tool Customer of the Year.
It's going to be a legacy. You just wait till next year. We'll be back again. And I also received from Jan and Rionette these absolutely appropriate wooden shoes from the Netherlands, and I am so excited to strap these on my granddaughter's feet.
Jan is great, isn't he?
Oh my gosh, what a great gift. But it's just symbolic of the kind of relationship that we have. So let's talk a little bit about what it takes to create a really great relationship with your vendors.
Sure.
So what do you look for in a customer?
Sure. So, well, it really starts with our territory managers. So we have a different model at Spartan Tool. So what we tell people is we're like Snap-on tool for sewer and drain cleaners, right? We come out for sales, service, but really more importantly, safety training, right? So with our territory managers, they're out on the ground, meeting with our customers. And this relationship, I don't think would have ever happened if it wasn't for Bob Griffith. Bob Griffith was the local territory manager that got in touch with Zoom, and it really took off from there. So that's most of our, customer base themselves. It all starts with our territory manager model.
I love Bob. We love Bob.
We love Bob too.
Yeah, and it really is about that relationship. He has a ton of energy. He's Johnny on the spot. He helps us out when we need it. And the word that you said that really resonated with me is safety. I'm not the technical person in our industry. I just see all this equipment and how dangerous it can be, and it makes me, it gives me pause because somebody can get hurt. And the fact that you guys focus on safety with our team is really, really important to us.
And we really do live by our vision and our mission statement as well. So that's very important to us. I know you guys, it's very important to you as well, and your culture at Zoom Drain. So that's what we look for as well.
Can I put you on the spot? What's your mission statement? Give me how you understand it.
Well, so the mission statement itself
I'm not testing the word count.
Yeah, so we're here to remove obstacles and improve the flow of life, right? So that's really what I take from it. It's a little bit longer than that, but it speaks to our culture as far as anybody that works in our facility, anybody that's employed at Spartan Tool, and anybody that we deal with, right? So any obstacles, and maybe a little corny because we are sewer and drain cleaning,
I am
clearing
getting
obstacles,
the pun.
right?
I am getting the pun and loving it.
We do whatever we can to take care of our employees and our customers here. And our vision statement, we build and design the toughest, most reliable products in the industry. And we really do believe that providing the best customer service on the planet. So by not taking shortcuts, this is what we do.
If you have an upset customer, what does your toolkit look like? How do you diffuse situations? Give me an example of when something goes bad and how you can make it better.
So this is kind of my specialty, Ellen, right?
I heard you. You kind of lit up as I asked this question.
I'm so excited to take over the customer service team here at Spartan Tool. Our sales team, as you know, is just a well-oiled machine, right? I pride myself on being able to get that call, because once it gets to me, it's usually at a nuclear point, right? But I pride myself on being able to diffuse that situation, and most of the time we're friends right after this, right?
How do you do that? How do you diffuse the situation? What's in your toolbox?
Well, for me, being a plumber, I understand, right? First and foremost, I understand frustrations. I understand, losing money, things like that, right? But it's just a matter of listening to people. That's it. Guys and gals, there's no rhyme or reason or science to this besides the fact you just have to listen to people. People want to be heard, and you have to have a solution for it, and we do.
Your training as a service plumber is so important because this is what we tell our team, nobody ever wants to call us.
Right.
They're not having a good day.
Right.
So they're already, even a person who's really nice and polite normally may just be at their wit's end by the time they call us. So having that skill set as a service plumber, I think, has set the stage. Perhaps?
It has, and just continuous training with our customer service team. One thing I will tell you, Ellen, is I'm super prideful of the fact of the longevity of our employees here at Spartan Tool. We have one individual, Al Lopez, who's been here for 62 years. And Al Lopez is still out in a truck every day in Maryland selling and servicing Spartan equipment. Holly Anderson, who is my customer service manager, 26 years. Bill Madden before that, 40 years. Roger Short, 50 years. So we have a lot of industry experience, but again, it's continuous training with my team because customer service is a very thankless job, right? I don't know how these gals can get berated and turn it on and turn it off, and once they get off the phone, they have a smile. But that's what we try to do, is just more of the personal development training with them, because that then gives them the tools to calm a customer down.
Well, that's why we love to work with you. Because we're going to be the other person on the other end on that customer service call, and everybody fails every day. There's always going to be hiccups and things we can do better. We just really appreciate how you guys will step in, lean into the problem instead of try and skirt around it. Makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
So tell us about, why would people stay that long at Spartan? What do you think one of the keys to, because that's the hot topic in the industry, right? Finding and creating a culture where people stay. What is it that you do at your company that you might share with us?
So Spartan Tool is actually owned by Heiko Holding. It's actually a family-owned company. So
a woman-owned company.
A woman-owned company, and Emily Heisley.
Snaps. Okay.
Emily Heisley was here yesterday. She loves this company. This was her father's first investment. So we take a lot of pride in that we were, the first cornerstone company of Heiko. But again, with being such a big company, it's still got that family-owned feel, right? So even for us, we preach culture every single day. Again, my job is to make sure that all my guys and all my gals are happy, but they also have a lot of freedom here, right? So they don't report to an office every day. They're in their Spartan trucks, and I'm not a micromanager. My team does what they need to do. They don't need me, pushing them every step of the way. There's trust. I trust my team. It's a vetting process to get on board at Spartan Tool, and we hire these individuals because we trust them, and they do their job, and they do it very well, so they don't need me to stay on top of them. I
knew we were going to have a conversation about customer-vendor relationships, but this has really been a lesson in management. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You're really generous with the way you share, and I can see why people would love to work with you.
Well, thank you.
Yay. Well, thanks again, Spartan Tool, for being just a valued vendor. I know at Zoom Drain, we think of vendors like team members.
Sure.
And there's no way that we can continue on the trajectory that we're set unless we had awesome partners like you. So thank you for the gifts and for Customer of the Year. And we look forward to working together for a really long time.
Absolutely. Congratulations. We always get excited to see the Zoom team. And You guys have some beautiful trucks. We love seeing the setup.
Zoom.
So congratulations. Thanks, guys.